Ohio State wins the tip in the home white, Tennessee in the road orange. And the Sweet 16 awaits. Right inside, it's Chance Gray with the first two.
We saw them do everything from trapping to zone yesterday at practice.
Here's Spear off the bounce with three and left it short. And another feed inside to Gray, and it rolls off the front of the rim. Ohio State has rocked with the same starting five all year. In fact, 3 of these players have started all 32, and that's a deep three from Tess Darby. The winner of our matchup here in Columbus between 4-seed Ohio State and 5-seed Tennessee will get the winner out of the Austin side, and a good feed inside of the Kentucky transfer.
Good start tonight so far for her.
Here is Jelani Cambridge. She can go in a blur. The co-Big Ten freshman of the year. To Gray. And a whistle underneath.
She finds a cutting Chance Gray in rhythm, who didn't make the shot, of course, but I like that thinking. Smart shots is the key tonight for Ohio State.
Petty off the bounce. Here's Cody McMahon. Back-to-back for honorable mention All-American, and inside to Petty, playing in just her second NCAA tournament game of her career as a fifth-year senior.
Asia Petty could be big tonight, and she's really come along lately. 12 games or more with 3 offensive boards as well. Getting on the defensive glass tonight. I like how Petty is starting this game off aggressive.
McMahon draws a foul against Tennessee.
They're not trying to volunteer their seat, okay? There's no amount of money. There's no good deal to get them into the next round. They're trying to knock it there themselves and control that airspace. Shrink the floor and force Tennessee on one side.
Both teams with early exits before the Sweet 16 last year, and Cody McMahon.
She knows the feeling of being here. She knows the feeling of not getting there. She wants to end her career here with a win at Ohio State.
Here's Talaysia Cooper, second team All-SEC. Elsa Lemila with the rebound, the home run pass up to Kennedy Cambridge. An early blitz from the Buckeyes.
Kim Caldwell stopping the floor, telling her players, let's go. She does not like the fact Ohio State's controlling this pace. And we knew that was going to be the key to the game. Who could play fast without feeling rushed?
Needed that from Jillian Hollingshed to stop a 9-0 Buckeye run. Hollingshed, the energy giver on this team, according to Kim Caldwell.
And it was big, hit some threes. We expected to see that after the shoot-around, but hit not only a three, but was able to get to the glass as well. Just be that presence in the middle.
Lemila with the left hand and the foul.
You know, with their full court pressure, their substitutions, but Ohio State made an emotional statement to start this game, and we're seeing that play out. Kim Caldwell needed that timeout just to get her team regulated and aggressive. They have to match this Buckeye energy.
Rejected by Lemila, bodies on the deck, one back by Cambridge, and a tie-up. What a story she has been. You see the wrap on her left knee, 2 times tearing the ACL. Her first time playing a full season since she was a freshman, now in her 6th year. Theory with 5. Inside Lemila. And draws a late whistle.
They're going for the best one possible.
And Brooke, already 5 fouls. Ohio State has gotten the Lady Vols out of sorts here early. Hollingshed. Offensive foul.
This is Kennedy Cambridge. Or was that Jelani? Excuse me, down there grabbing the charge. This game, I said, don't blink, you're going to miss a bucket.
And Cambridge did, just put it down. One of the great freshmen in the country this year. Talaysia Cooper.
The size advantage definitely going to Cooper. She's got to sprint out and get in transition right now.
Intercepted by Zee Spearman, then lost it and was fouled to boot. From Kennedy Cambridge to her sister Jelani. OSU has made its last 5 field goals. Here's Cody McMahon barreling into the paint and puts it off the window.
Cody McMahon.
Hollingshead backing down the smaller Ebony Walker, who stands her ground.
Big time defense from Walker, but look at Cooper with the hands.
Tees up a 3 and hits. 5-point Ohio State lead after they won a 9-0 run early in this game, and last touch by Ohio State. 2 of the best in the nation at turning over their opponent.
And a really interesting exchange after that turnover from Jelani Cambridge. Different styles of leadership. Cody McMahon going to be more direct. Took a look right at her, kind of pointed at her heads, and you got to make better decisions. Not getting a foul, which is why she backed off of Zee Spearman there.
10-2 run for the Lady Vols. Backdoor cut. Walker set back. And here comes Cooper. A chance to tie. Offensive rebound. Spearman off the window.
Spear.
And a foul on Kanaya Boyd. Well, Cambridge coming off 12 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. We chatted with Kevin McGuff yesterday. Back to a 3-point lead, less than 30 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Hollingshead back out. Spencer weaving. Cooper for the tie. Rebound McMahon. Shot clock turned off and contact at midcourt. 8 already for Tennessee, just 2 for Ohio State as that rims out.
Just 10 of 17 in the first round.
Home run pass into Darby. 5 seconds. Darby with a hook shot won't go. And Cambridge will just let the clock expire and was very honest, which we love. She said, I'd be lying if I didn't tell you that the loss in the second round at Duke last year hasn't motivated me the entire season. I know I'm supposed to be in the moment, but it's been on my mind all year, and now especially tonight with a trip to the Sweet 16. There's a block by Theory, set into the crowd.
Perhaps take a good look because she's just been so unselfish. She hasn't shot the ball much, but she sure can. She's the best 3-point shooter on the team.
Spencer, quick trigger. That's a 3. 5 to shoot for McMahon. Off the bounce. No, Petty, the offensive board, and puts it back. They going inside out, a game in which they hit 16 threes.
Done an amazing job. I mean, points off turnover is going to be big here, too. So if you get a turnover, you got to convert. Tennessee's done a much better job, though. They've got 7 compared to just 4 for Ohio State.
Petty backing down Hollingshead through the body. 8 early points for Asia Petty to go along with 4 rebounds. And now Cooper on the loose. Darby a quick 3. Bang! Her third. And was terrific. 11.7 boards against the Montana State Bobcats.
Give and go. Spearman with the hands, too.
Zee Spearman.
It's getting more action going at the basket, toward the rim. Tennessee with a steal. Here to come the Lady Vols.
Spencer from downtown. Spearman, board, put back in the first lead for Tennessee. Since it was 3-2 and a timeout taken by Ohio State. This out of the Ohio State timeout. On the wrong end of a 7-0 run. Green-headed poked, 4 to shoot. Kennedy Cambridge tries a 3. And the rebound secured by the Syracuse transfer, Alyssa Latham. Here comes Talaysia Cooper. Tapped out, Lemila. Kennedy Cambridge on the loose. Oh! Hammered at the rim by Latham.
You know, they disagree with the call. Her sister there, Jelani, right there in the middle. She's got to feel, you know, protective for her sister in the situation and make up for it when she gets back in the game.
And they have switched foul shooters. Instead, it's Ava Watson, returned for the first time since February 13th in the opening round win against South Florida. No points in 18 minutes. On the floor now for Ohio State. Tapped away by Green. Here's Watson. Picked again by Cooper. Back and forth we go. Hollingshed off the bounce. Set back by Lemila, but stayed with it and puts it down for 2.
Now, Hollingshed the other night would have been able to launch that 3 because there wasn't the size there from USF to come out and contest, but now she puts it on the floor. You see the difference that Lemila is making.
And a travel on Cody McMahon.
Today, we knew she was going to try to battle through some pain after literally seeing her yesterday at practice, try to work through it.
Whitehorn cans a triple. Cooper running the break. Lost the handle, saved it. Puckett a 3. And now here comes Watson in a track meet. Good composure to stop a 12-1 Tennessee run.
Good play by Watson, not only to catch her momentum, but to play off 2 feet. And she can feel Zee Spearman behind her.
Well, McMahon just lost her footing, and it leads to an easy 2 for Zee Spearman.
Zee Spearman.
Who now has 8 points early in this game. McMahon, that's a 3. Cooper lost it, regathered, Puckett left open. Spencer, tap, Cooper good. Rapid pass. Jelani Cambridge draws a foul on Zee Spearman. Big Ten co-freshman of the year at the line for Ohio State. NCAA championships. 1 possession game.
For Ohio State are affected both with the injury and the foul trouble.
Now a distinct size advantage for Tennessee with Lemila in the locker room, Petty on the bench. Whitehorn goes to the paint, backs it in.
So there it shows up for Tennessee right away. They take advantage and get inside. Will they abandon the 3? Probably not. But they should look to go inside.
They have taken 17 threes to Ohio State's 4. Here's McMahon. Power dribble into the paint. She's in double figures with 11. 5 seconds. Spencer with 3. Spencer draws a foul with 1.4.
I mean, other than that, it's great, but it's tough because you're 99% right, but that 1% puts Tennessee at the line.
Two-possession game, 1.4. Cambridge won't get the shot off in time. And the Lady Vols, who trailed by as many as 11 in the first quarter, take a 5-point lead. Good to see Kennedy Cambridge back on the bench, though she's using some sort of a wrap on that back. She took a hard spill midway through the second quarter, and you referenced Elsa Lemila, the 6'6" freshman from Finland who was effective in the first half. We have not seen her return with an apparent lower body injury for Ohio State. Here's Taylor Theory, did not take a shot in the first half.
Jelani Cambridge with that shot off the bounce. You mentioned it, though. Taylor Theory without a shot. Need to see her get involved in the offense for Ohio State. As Cambridge running up on Tennessee.
And rolls it down. Cambridge now with 8 points. Her second made field goal. She was 4 for 4 from the line. Open three. Whitehorn off the heel. Rebound Cooper. 15 second chance points in the first half. Give her 2 more for the Lady Vols.
Ruby Whitehorn.
Cambridge, a rare turnover, and then a foul. Then the pace of Tennessee regained control. Look at all the uncontested shots they got in that second quarter as Cooper banks it in.
A lot of those coming off of your second chance points or just the end of the shot clock where Ohio State is going so hard playing defense, but then if there's just a misstep or a second where you're taking off, Tennessee's going to jump all over it.
Here comes Latham off the strip. Penny could not really contest that, playing with 3 fouls.
He's been playing too fast. He's been sped up.
Cody McMahon told you we want to play fast. We don't want to be sped up. Ruby Whitehorn will do that to you. Dumps it to Spearman. Lays it home. And a double-digit Lady Vol lead.
Constantly on defense having to pay attention to who's coming in the game. And then just with the number of bodies and speed to wear you down.
And an over and back on Taylor Theory. That is turnover number 13 on the Buckeyes. Just get the sense this is the danger zone right now for the Buckeyes. And the Tennessee Lady Vols can feel it too. A 3 from Jewel Spear.
Yeah, Lady Vols, they try to step on the gas and speed all the way back to Knoxville.
Cambridge off the mark. And nobody crashing the glass for Ohio State. An easy rebound for Tennessee.
And that's where the bodies start to wear down because you have to get back for transition defenses. Cambridge.
Ebony Walker comes on for Asia Penny. And a full shift change for Tennessee. 5 new bodies on the floor for Kim Caldwell. In her first season as the Tennessee head coach, bringing this style from Marshall. And before that, Glenville State at the Division II level. Highly successful there, including winning the national championship. Spencer, step back 3. Oh, yeah! Bullseye!
That's just cold. We've seen a couple Lady Vols in this game just take big-time threes. First quarter, second quarter test Darby, and now Samara Spencer.
Needed that from Madison Green. Just the 3rd made 3 for Ohio State. Cooper last touched it herself, and it's going back to OSU.
The step-back fadeaway 3?
Coast to coast by Jelani Cambridge. 11 to shoot. Kanaya Boyd running the point. Spear with 2. And it's going back to OSU.
A pretty small lineup out here right now compared to how they were able to score in the first half. When you think about points in the paint, now they're even. 26 all. Hey, Jelani, hit me with it.
Jelani Cambridge.
Oh, and a travel by Boyd. Cody McMahon is fired up.
Well, for as fast and physical as this game has been, I think it's been really well officiated. You know, I thought that earlier contact foul with Latham was going to get upgraded, and it wasn't. It's a good call.
Good rebound by Ebony Walker. And that's a foul on Ruby Whitehorn.
Making up for size with hearts.
One of 12 seniors combined playing in this game tonight. 7-0 Buckeye run. Cambridge knocks it a 3.
Jelani Cambridge for
3. Thanks to a 12-0 Buckeye run. Out of the Tennessee timeout, a travel. One back by Ohio State. Jelani Cambridge, the co-Big Ten freshman of the year. 11 of her 17 points in this quarter. And a wrestling match. Now McMahon at the line for 2 shots. Really having to be that leader without J.C. Sheldon in the lineup.
The hero in this third quarter has been Ebony Walker. He's playing bigger than that 6-foot frame.
Cooper, no, and the drought continues. Here comes Cambridge. Up to Theory. 1-point game.
Right, they're looking for that big shot.
Spearman, spinning, and lays it in. Stops a 3-minute scoring drought. We have not seen Kennedy Cambridge or Elsa Lemila in this half for Ohio State. Both went down with apparent injuries in the first half. A short rotation for Kevin McGuff. Spearman. No way off the mark. Here comes McMahon. And a whistle on Boyd. That is number 4 on the redshirt freshman.
I think they have just taken she has gotten this team back alive and hungry. And then the great job that Jelani Cambridge has done in scoring. Ebony Walker has done in screening and rebounding. You knew it was going to take a full team effort from Ohio State.
Cooper answers with a 3. McMahon with 5. Picked by Cooper.
Talaysia Cooper.
Trying to draw up the same play.
Has already moved into the top 10 all-time in steals. Passing Tamika Catchings in this game. And another Ohio State turnover. Their 17th.
And Kennedy Cambridge back in and to make a difference defensively, but so is Ruby Whitehorn.
Ruby Whitehorn.
7-0 Tennessee run. Almost turned over again, it was. Whitehorn to Cooper. Spearman off the bounce. Draws a foul.
Caldwell not happy about the way she wasn't sprinting back, and I like her response.
Well, coverage of the NCAA Division I. For more information, go to ncaa.com. 64-57, Tennessee regaining some semblance of control after a 19-2 run by Ohio State in this quarter. Theory just missing out on an and 1.
She definitely can shoot from 3 at 48%.
Well, and we saw that in the game against Montana State, in that game against the Bobcats. Picks up 2 at the line.
In this angle, here's Tennessee, though, with another opportunity. Continue this, holding Ohio State to 7 of their last 8. Tennessee's defense was great.
Cooper 3. Offensive rebound, Spear. About a 3-second differential between game and shot clock here. To go for Spear. Simpson in the Highland shed. Too heavy. Whitehorn wins it back. Putback is good.
Ruby Whitehorn.
21 second chance points for the Lady Vols. Thank you, Al. Remember that UCLA team beat Ohio State in the Big Ten tournament in the semifinal en route to their Big Ten tournament championship in their inaugural season in the Big Ten. Matt Schumacher, Brooke Weisbrod with you. 1 quarter left to determine a spot in the Sweet 16. And a foul. Neither team reached the Sweet 16 last year. Kim Caldwell told us they had an extremely disappointing end of the regular season. Tonight is a chance of redemption. Dewey has redemption on her mind.
Kevin McGuff talks how much possessions matter, and their record 96-2 when you can out-rebound and have less turnovers than the other team. And those are going to be big mental mistakes or strengths as you head down the line here.
The defense by Walker pushing Cooper back out. 5 to go. And Cooper puts her head down and finds her way to the cup. Cody McMahon off the busted play. Weaving into the paint. And wins it. The junior from Dayton, Ohio, and a 2-time first-team All-Big Ten recipient.
And just to give you an idea of the subtleties of what substitutions will do as a 5-second call, it sure was. Trying to defend on her knees. I mean, she's done everything tonight for this team.
And now you got to defend another 20 seconds if you're Ohio State.
Yeah.
Although I have a feeling the Lady Vols will go quicker than that. Spearman calling for it on the smaller Walker. Out to Spear. Whitehorn with 2. Oh, yeah. Cash from the corner.
I think I can maybe take a deep breath then. And this Tennessee program, they're trying to get back to the Final Four and win a chip. There's no doubt about it. But for Kim Caldwell to come in her first season, you had to know that Sweet 16 was on the list, one of the biggest goals that this team had to have. And they're getting close. But theory, if she can shoot more, she can be an X factor.
Cooper draws a foul on Kennedy Cambridge. Her head coach Kim Caldwell said it was as close to her ceiling as we have seen in the postseason.
Well, Tennessee played a nearly flawless first half yesterday with just one turnover. You saw it the whole game. It was one of the best executed start to finish games we've seen from Tennessee this year. Cooper making her presence known.
Oh boy. The coaches thought that should have been an over and back. Pantoa, the referee, says that it was tipped. 10 to shoot, and it doesn't matter. Turnover. Here comes Cooper. That is just nifty. Theory tries a 3. Kennedy Cambridge fighting for it. Tennessee with 3 minutes left in the game. That's what they've done all year. Spencer, fake, takes it to the hole.
Great take by Spencer. Good timing.
Cambridge tries a 3. Way off. Spear tied up. One back. Cambridge puts it in. Good roll in the basket by Spearman.
Zee Spearman.
A loud roar after that.
Has shown so much promise, especially with this young woman right here.
A story of perseverance. 2 times tearing an ACL, returned for a 6th season this year, and finally played through a full season for the first time since her freshman year. Less than 10 to shoot. Whitehorn.
1 minute to play.
Into Spearman.
1 minute to play.
Oh, yeah, backs it in.
Zee Spearman.
Spearman was 17.
Yeah, there will be no dialing down of speed if it's Texas as McMahon gets called. You go outside of the lineage of Pat Summitt, Holly Warlick, Kelly Harper, and now Kim Caldwell taking over a program with a new style. But the passion is there. She took it and is taking it back to the Sweet 16 for the Lady Vols. You have to be excited about that.
On that team, for the first time in her career, a featured player and the leading scorer. And McMahon looks comfortable to pull it out. The 5-seed Tennessee Lady Volunteers coming up north and taking down 4-seed Ohio State are dancing on to the Sweet 16.